Hello and welcome. You're joining me live here on our very own special centre court, right here in the middle of London. My name is Claire Balding and this is the global reveal of the new Jaguar XF Sport Brake. And we're also here to celebrate 10 amazing years of the XF. So what better way to mark a decade than to welcome this new car to the Jaguar XF family? In fact, this will be the first time anyone here, anyone watching online around the world has seen this eagerly awaited car. So stay tuned to see it for yourselves live here in just a moment, plus some very special guests, including heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua, who'll be joining us very shortly. And that's not all, as you too can have your say. We're broadcasting around the world and online, so get involved by sending in your comments or your questions using the hashtag XFSportBrake. It's all very exciting. There's a lot coming your way, but first, let's take a sneak preview of the XF Sport Brake.
Susan McCormick.
Hi Susan, it's Tim Henman here. I saw the tweet that you sent Andy Murray and I'm on my way to collect you.
Okay, fantastic. I'll look out for you.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye.
Hello Susan, how are you?
Good to meet
jump
you.
in. Nice to
Thank
see you
you.
too. How'd you like the paint job?
Perfect.
Oh, good. So when did you first send this tweet out?
2 years ago in May, we'd been out and past the tennis court, thought I have to take a photograph. Just such a beautiful location, just so
Yeah.
unusual. So then the next morning, I thought I'm going to tweet Andy Murray. Why not? 10 minutes later, my Twitter feed had lit up.
And I message Andy Murray, he never replies to me, so
Aw.
you've done. So Susan, we are going to head to the court that you tweeted and we're going to find young Logan, who's out there practicing with his coach. And it looks like the rain's starting to kick in properly, but this is Scotland.
Absolutely.
Very, very well. Keep practicing, keep working hard. Who's your favourite player?
Andy Murray.
Andy who?
So from the remotest tennis court in the Outer Hebrides back here to slightly less remote London, our high-class chauffeur was, of course, former British #1 tennis player, the lovely Tim Henman, who will be joining us here a bit later on this morning. Why are we here on our very own centre court, you may ask? Well, you saw him tweeting at the end of that film, and he's about to join me now to explain. Please welcome here, live in London, Jaguar ambassador and two-time Wimbledon champion, the #1 player in the world, Sir Andy Murray.
How you doing? You all right?
I am staggered. I'm going to put you over on this side, if that's right. I am staggered that you have actually allowed this trophy out of your house.
Me too.
I know.
I know.
And here we are on our purpose-built centre court. Are you impressed with this?
It looks good, yeah. Yeah, it looks nice.
How does it compare to the real one, and what is the feeling like when you're standing out there on centre court at Wimbledon holding the slightly bigger trophy aloft?
Well, obviously winning is a great feeling. I've also lost there as well. That's tricky, but I mean Wimbledon Centre Court is probably the most historic tennis court in the world. It's got a special, I don't know, there's a special feeling each time you go out there. There's something a bit different about it, and yeah, it's always a pleasure to go back there and play on it.
I'm going to ask you to hand your personal trophy over to Grace, who's going to keep it very safe. Don't worry, we have her under, basically armed guard. That trophy is going to go on its own journey as well. Just tell us about the relationship you have with the car that is going to be revealed and with Jaguar in general.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been working with Jaguar for a while now. This car is going to be taking my Wimbledon trophy around the country on a trophy tour, taking it to schools, tennis clubs. I'm trying to, engage young kids in tennis, hopefully inspire a few to pick up a racket and play, and hopefully it goes well.
Well, that is the thing that is so important to you, of taking tennis as far as it can possibly go, taking it to the masses and taking the trophy there. Even so people just have a selfie with it, it makes a big difference.
Well, I mean, I hope so. That's obviously the plan. But yeah, I mean, I think, maybe at the beginning of your career, you maybe don't think about it as much, but as you start to get older, you want to, try to leave a legacy. You want to see more kids picking up a racket. Hopefully, this sport's given me so much. I would love, more kids to have that opportunity, and hopefully, taking the trophy around the country to schools and and to tennis clubs in all parts of the country. It's going to my hometown in Dunblane as well. Hopefully it inspires a few people.
It's a terrific thing to be involved in, and thank you so much. We're going to hear more about it a little later on as well. I'll give you more details. But ladies and gentlemen, Sir Andy Murray.
Thank you. Thanks.
Right, now it is time to reveal the other star of the show, the reason that we're all here today. I am delighted to welcome official Wimbledon bull boys and bull girls, along with renowned centre court umpire Richard Haigh.
Quiet, please. Ready? Play.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you would expect, in Wimbledon white, the new XF. Let's have a look at the new XF Sport Break in action. It looks pretty fabulous on the road. It looks lovely here on court as well. And we're all excited to be live at the global reveal of the new Jaguar XF Sport Brake. Please share your reactions with us using the hashtag XF Sport Brake and keep your thoughts and comments coming in. Now, over the last 10 years, the XF has given us the most awarded Jaguar ever, and it's not hard to see why. There is also a very special group of people who are responsible for bringing the design of each Sport Brake model to life. So hello to all the Sport Brake team who are watching us live from their very own purpose-built mini tennis court at the Castle Bromwich plant, where these award-winning cars are built. The new Jaguar XF Sport Brake's stunning design is just beautiful, and it's handling a feat of engineering. And to tell us more about this amazing car, two of the key people behind it, please welcome to our centre court Jaguar's studio director Wayne Burgess and Jaguar's vehicle line director Nick Collins. Loving the way you're both striding across that court, ready for action. So, Wayne, another car launched globally. How do you feel about the new Jaguar XF Sport Brake?
Well, it's always a pleasure for the Jaguar design team to work on a new sport brake. I personally grew up in an era where sports estates were quite popular, and you'd see cool cars on the roads like Lotus Elites and Reliant Scimitar GTEs. And for us, we see the XF Sport Brake in that same visual territory. It's much more of a practical sports car than simply an estate car.
You see, that's the trouble with our sporty people. We want it to look cool as well as fit all our gear into it. We also like it to be quite techy. So, Nick, some great tech features on this car and in it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's packed full of technology, and one of the features I love is this activity key. This allows you to leave your car keys in the car when you're doing your sports activity. You lock the car by putting the band next to the Jaguar logo on the tailgate. When you come back, you put it back against the logo again, unlock the car, get in, drive, go home.
So you don't have to go running with your keys or play any sport with your keys on, you just need that band?
No, you just keep that band on your wrist and the car's perfectly safe and sound.
That is very cool. And Wayne, tell us a bit more about the additional challenges and things that this car has got.
Well, clearly there's the practical considerations of the load space area, and we're given target dimensions to achieve. This naturally gives the car a longer cabin. But you know what? Jaguars are historically renowned for their grace, pace and space. So we use the longer cabin to give the car a beautiful side window graphic, gives the car a real sense of elegance. And the car also has this really fast roof profile, gives it a lovely sporty dynamic silhouette.
And we might talk later to somebody who has driven this car about what it feels like as well. While I've been interviewing you, we've also had questions coming in on social media, so keep those coming and we'll get to some of them a little later on. Thank you so much to Jaguar's Wayne Burgess and Nick Collins, everyone. Now, this is all about the new Jaguar XF Sport Brake, and we are live right here in the heart of London. And what a morning it's been so far. This is the new Jaguar XF Sport Brake big reveal right here on our very own pop-up Wimbledon Centre Court, and I am delighted to welcome back Andy Murray. Hello, hello, again. I love the fact the cars are white. Don't you think that's quite a cool touch?
It is, yeah.
And you
Especially
get
this
all
time
these
of year.
other tournaments that you play around the world, you get to kind of groove it up and wear the colours that you want, but are you happiest back in white and feeling like Wimbledon?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, you know, obviously a lot of the players, you know, the whole year we're wearing all sorts of, you know, funky colours. But yeah, that's one of the things, you know, that makes Wimbledon a bit different. And most of the players love it.
And is the preparation for going back to Wimbledon, you'll be defending champion, you're world #1, is it all about physically getting in shape, or is there a mental aspect to it as well? Is it different because it's Wimbledon?
Yeah, I mean, I feel different every year going back to Wimbledon. I mean, the ranking is kind of irrelevant once the tournament starts. Obviously, it helps with seedings and sometimes can help a little bit with the draw as well. But I always feel nervous going into Wimbledon. I always feel the pressure going into Wimbledon, and you know, maybe if you feel slightly different because you play the very first match on the Monday on the centre court, maybe a few extra nerves, but good position to be in.
Exactly, and you know the things that have worked in the past. Do you tweak your preparation at all, or do you stick to a tried and tested method?
It depends really how I'm playing and how I'm feeling. You know, like before the French Open, I was not playing well, so I changed my preparation quite a lot. And then, you know, before Wimbledon, let's see how the next couple of weeks go. You know, at Queen's, and then, you know, hopefully I can do my usual preparation. I don't have to change too much.
Yeah, some relaxed, chilled nights out with Ivan Lendl, laughing at comedy shows on the TV, all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
so much fun.
Yeah.
How do you feel about potentially joining the likes of Fred Perry as a three-time Wimbledon champion?
I got asked that the first time yesterday. I haven't thought about. I mean, I haven't really thought about that much. Obviously, I never expected to win one Wimbledon, so you know, winning 3 would be incredible. But I mean, that's a long way.
They haven't
a long
started
way
working
away.
on the statue yet.
No, not yet.
Now, you've actually been living with the XF Sport Break. How is your relationship with it?
Yeah, good. The one that I had at my house is plastered with tennis balls, so I haven't driven it too much. That would have been a bit strange if I was out there driving a car that had tennis balls over it. But it's, yeah, I mean, it's really nice. It's loads of space, which is great for me with what I do for a living. I'm also quite a big guy as well, so lots of room, space for the rackets. Pushchair now.
Well,
as
that's
well
it. You see, it's got to suit your family lifestyle as well as the groovy sportsman.
Exactly. Nowadays, yeah, that's the #1 priority.
Exactly. So the trophy is going to be going into this car, and you touched on it earlier on. It's going to travel around the country. So you happy it's going to be safe? The trophy, I mean.
I'm told this is one of the safest cars on the road, so I hope so. I hope so.
OK, listen, we've got people getting in touch with us, and Debbie Chisholm wants to know, who is your favourite winner of all time and your favourite final at Wimbledon?
My favourite? The final, can't remember the exact year when it was Nadal-Federer final. Nadal won in 5 sets. I was actually there watching as a fan in the crowd. I was injured that year, and I went with one of my friends and watched in the stands. And
it was so dark, wasn't it, by the end, that you could barely see a thing.
Yeah, it was pretty much pitch black. I actually, because there was a few rain delays, we went home because didn't think we were going to get to see the end. We saw about three and a half sets, and then watched the end when I was at home. But that was a great final.
And amazing to think they're both there still now at the top of their game as having won the first 2 Grand Slams this year. Right, Jeff Hadari says, hi Andy, just wondering, do you wear a new pair of tennis shoes for every match you play? And if so, what do you do with the hundreds of worn pairs?
Good question.
Those look brand new.
These are brand new.
Yes.
Yeah, these are brand new. I do on clay courts. Just because of the surface, I change on grass. I probably play a couple of matches in each one. Some of the used ones I keep in my house for sometimes the following year, or if I'm just, I don't know.
Do you have a room for used tennis shoes? Is that what you're telling us?
I have a lot of used tennis shoes in my house. I mean, some of them I don't bring every pair back with me from the tournaments. Some of them we leave there, but yeah. A lot of smelly shoes in my house.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
What a lovely thought that is. Thank you so much to Andy, but stay right here because there is something we do need you to do. Ladies and gentlemen, as we heard earlier, Andy's trophy is going to be travelling the country, and he is now going to place the trophy into the new Jaguar XF Sport Break, ready to begin its tour. Grace here has got your trophy. This is the most difficult thing you have to do today, OK?
Right, OK.
Be careful.
Let's see.
Over to you, Andy.
I'll try and not mess it up.
Oh, that's very cool. Oh, yes.
Okay. Have I just... Oh, there we go.
So look out for the trophy in a town near you. Now, don't go anywhere, because a little later on, Sir Andy Murray will be taking to our pop-up Wimbledon Centre Court right here in London to show another sporting heavyweight a thing or two. Because now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the most exciting and hardest-hitting boxer on the planet, the newly crowned unified world title holder, Anthony Joshua.
How are you?
I'm very well. I love the fact you've brought your belts with you.
Yeah, they said I can't come without them.
No, talk us through each one.
Well, this is the first one, championship belt I won, which I think it has a bit more meaning to me because it led on to the showdown with Klitschko. He was a great champion and put up a great fight, but I managed to walk away with these two as well, so it's like unifying the division. Can I put these down? They're
Yes,
very,
they're
very, very heavy. Yeah.
Yes, rest your arms.
They're very
Because
heavy.
I know you're not, you know, we need to rest these underdeveloped. Would you just have a look at that? These underdeveloped arms. They've actually got lovely sheepskin inside those belts as well. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, we know that you are a sporting legend. How's your tennis?
You'll find out. It's not the greatest. I was actually practicing. Then I had an injury from boxing, which I slowed down. I tried to get in some lessons, but from my serve going like that, it's now back to...
Just a little pop over.
Now back to a little
He
pop
does
over.
have the benefit of height and obviously all the power, and we will be hearing much more from Anthony later on. We will be seeing him as well in action. He's going to be on court with two of our famous faces and most popular faces from the world of comedy, Rob Brydon and also Jimmy Carr, and Andy Murray will be joining AJ as well. So that is still to come. It is going to be a really fun live online event, so do keep with us. We also have already shown you the new global reveal of the new Jaguar XF Sport Brake, and I'm pleased to announce that from this very minute the order books are officially open. So here are all the details.